Last week on Mid-Morning, we talked about a study that showed only about a third of college students believed they had the skills and knowledge to be successful in their careers.
The study also showed that 60% of students who had conversations with a professor or advisor about jobs felt confident about their ability to land a job after graduation. Pretty interesting. That is a dramatic improvement. So in our relationship reboot, we're talking about that, how to build a relationship with an advisor or professor. Carol's a former professor.
Retired now.
That's right, more than 25 years, and you were an advisor as well over at the University of St. Thomas.
Thousands of students.
You know how important these relationships are.
They are.
They can be challenging, though, right? Because as a young person coming into school, you're like, I have to go talk to this advisor. Blah.
I'd rather email that person.
I don't want to do. I have to sit down.
I actually have to talk to someone face to face. You know, and part of the segment is today is to encourage students to develop that relationship with someone at their college or university, because we know, based on the research, time and again, that one of the most significant contributors to college students' success is having at least one positive relationship with a faculty or staff member.
And I think that finding that fit, it's more than just, okay, you're assigned to X, Y, and Z.
Right.
What if right off the bat you're like, this isn't a good fit?
Right. So, you know, every student's assigned an academic advisor. But here's the good news. If you don't click with that advisor, not a problem, because developing just one positive relationship with someone at your college or university, so it might be your academic advisor, but it might be a professor that you admire or that you really click with. It might be another staff person, you know, who you have you know, noticed and does great work, and you're like, whoa, I really, you know, click with that person. So college students need to seek those people out.
So how do you do that? How do you, and our viewers are probably parents of college students.
Right.
How do you encourage your student to say, like, all right, you need to initiate this relationship?
Right, and that's the key, is that the responsibility really is the students. So these relationships, these mentor-mentee relationships, don't just happen by students sitting back in their residence hall rooms hoping, you know, that magically a mentor will appear. So those students need to set up appointments and actually, like, not just email the person and say, hey, do you have any, you know, jobs, or to show up in that person's office hours, to go talk to that person, and not just once, but multiple times. And one of the tips, and parents can encourage their students, or maybe send them this segment, is to don't wait until academic advising period, until that time of the semester, because then we're way busier. So early in the semester, like right now, most semesters are getting rolling.
Be a great time
to go and meet
You
with
had
people.
to do this, right, Kylie?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember having an advisor.
Oh, we had one and you had to meet with them a certain amount of times a semester or a year. But I do think that, like, it's funny that we're using the word relationship to talk about this, because I'll be honest, until I found that one that I really clicked with, it felt like, okay, well, this is just their job. Like, they've just got to say what, you know, X, Y, and Z. But this is a relationship that you can kind of grow and develop.
Exactly. This is a relationship, and a lot of times we don't think about it in that way, but like any relationship, it takes time, it takes effort, and it's not going to happen through email. Most of our students love to send us a quick email, you know, but it's our job as faculty, as advisors, to actually, you know, mentor, to be engaged, to want to know your passions, your dreams, to know even a little bit about your family or personal situation, so that we can better mentor you.
And that's stuff you pick up in person.
You can't do it without having conversations. So, you know, part of what I'm hoping that college students and their parents will remember here and think about is that it really is the responsibility of the student to forge the relationship. There are a lot of caring faculty and staff at every college and university who want to help that student succeed.
Plus, this doesn't have to stop after you graduate, and I've actually emailed with my advisor quite a few times since graduating, and now Steve Jones, expect an email soon. This has reminded me.
Well, and that is one of the important things to keep in mind, is that these relationships that you develop with your faculty or your advisors or some of the staff people will serve you as a college student well beyond your college years. For instance, right now, I'm writing letters of recommendation for 9 former students. And I take calls to do job references, and there's students who I developed a relationship with. There's students who showed up in my office time and again, and I can't tell you how many hours we sit in office hours and no students come
Nobody
by.
comes in,
Yeah, well, you can just pop in and say, like, a quick hello, like, how's it going? I used to do that all the time.
Absolutely. Come early to class. Talk to your professor. Stay after class. You know, seek those people out. And again, it's not going to happen through email.
Yeah.
But it's
very good.
Yeah.
It's good
like
practice
these
for the
tips.
real world too, as you develop those relationships at work.
Interpersonal communication skills, number one, what we're looking for out there. So,
Carol, thank you.